Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Lit Live. Tonight's tea, we have one of my favorite people, the person who kind of pulled me out of this other shell that I have. I'm so excited to have one of my business coaches. So I done had this is my third business coach, y'all. My third business coach. So I had one who inspired me with doing the business, one who got me to press go on the business, and one who got me doing multiple streams of income on the business. So we have one of my favorite people here, Miss Glendora Divine. She is a lively firecracker, y'all. So I'm just telling y'all, with a name like Divine, you got to, she gonna bring something to you. So, she lives up to that name. So I'm just so excited to have Miss Divine on this podcast tonight with us, live and in action with us. Now again, let me give y'all these little tips for the night. If you would like for your comments to be seen, you have to give StreamYard your you know, uh authority or whatever to show your comments, your name. So give them permission, okay? So we have somebody on. So thank you. I can't see who you are. So if you want us to know who you are, if you have any questions, you have to give them permission, okay? So without any further ado, I am excited to bring on our special co-host guest tonight, Miss Glendora Divine. Look, y'all, she's so cute. Why I can't hear you? You is muted.
I'm so happy to be here. Hey, what up, what up, what up, though? Hey, y'all, hey, professionals. Hey, y'all, hey. Super happy to be here on Lit.
Yes, I'm so happy to have you. Like, I mean, this is like a dream, because you just bring all of this. Like, okay, y'all, when I tell y'all that she is so bubbly like this all the time, when I first met her, it was virtually. I have never met this person live, but I feel like I've known her forever because when she get up in your booty hole, like she get up in there and she will fuss at you. I'm telling you, she will fuss at you. But I was just like, I joined this challenge thing that she had. And I was like, who is this lady? And that's how she was all the time. She was like, what up, though? What up, though? Hey. And I'm like, why is she so happy all the time? Like, like she is always like this. But it just like pumps you up, like she pumps you up. So, anyway, do you want to tell us a little bit about you, Miss Divine?
Sure, I am Glendora Divine. I am a licensed professional counselor. I am board certified in telemental health. I've been using telemental health in my business as a professional counselor since 2014. I have held my private practice since 2010. I have had a group practice. I have did interns. Right now at this current point, I really just see clients virtually, and I coach therapists, mental health professionals that are in business. Yes, that's what I do.
What you holding? Is that a microphone?
Yes, it's my microphone, girl.
Oh, that
That's
is
my,
so cute. I
yes,
like it.
my husband would be getting on me about my microphone because I was using the computer microphone, and he fussing like, "No, I hear all that background noise," and he came with this microphone, so I have to use it, or he's gonna fuss.
Wow. Okay. Because I have a microphone. I never use it. So I'm like,
Use it.
I need to. Oh, see, look, y'all. Okay, look, let me show y'all. I'm finna
You know,
the light because
yes, and you look beautiful. I can see you so well.
she's like, you need some light, Miss Lyles. And why you even got this stuff on the back of the wall? And it, so
You are a
I
professional.
I am
Yes, ma'am.
professional now. So thank you, Miss Divine, for all
Yes.
the emotional stuff, right? So yeah, she does it. Hey Michelle. So she brings it out of you. I'm telling y'all, she be fussing. That's why remember when I was like, I don't have nothing on the wall, y'all, but I had to get this out and I have to get it going because God told me to do it. But Glendora is gonna be mad at me and she's gonna be fussing at me. But now I got the stuff up there. So see, everybody happy. God happy,
Hey,
Glendora.
listen, Michelle, thank you for joining us. Tell her how that her background looks. Doesn't it look beautiful? Doesn't it look professional? Doesn't it say she has authority? We're about to hear what she's about to tell us. We want to see. We want to hear that butterflies make us want to stop. We understand that butterflies are change. They are evolution. They're beautiful. They're something new. Girl, we are in your background. Yes, come on with that couch. And you color coordinated too. Come through.
Okay, with my this my colors. Cause I'm telling y'all, she is such a great business coach. Like she tells you, and that's what we're gonna talk about a little bit and with her VCC and business, cause wait a minute, there you go. Right? Cause she be like, print this thing out, you know. She be fussing at you like she's somebody's mama, right? And I'm like, my mama downstairs, girl. Oh, hey, mama, she's on. She's like, I'm on.
You
Hey,
pulled her
Sharpie.
right up.
Right. But it's so powerful because she means well and it makes you move and like she said, it makes you have that authority. So I want to hear Maya, how you on here commenting as living intentionally today? But anyway, girl, thank you. Thank you for being on here, daughter. But because this is I know that your model, your VCC system model is primarily for counseling professionals, right?
Yes,
But we were talking right before the show started live that many people can adopt this for themselves, right? So there are things.
exactly.
So before we get into your business model, can you tell me why mental health is important to you?
Oh, sure. I would love to tell you that. Honestly, mental health has always been important to me. For one, I'm always that person that was a server. I always try to serve. I always want to help somebody. I always want to, let's figure it out this way, or let me help you out, even going into my own pockets. I love to tell a story that when I graduated from graduate school, we had a little party and my husband stood up and did a toast, and his toast was, now she finally can get paid for being in people business and stop taking my money. And that was really his toast, and I was like, oh, you're right, but I'm still gonna take yours too, and because I'm gonna help whoever I can, so I just always, it was just a natural for me for just to serve and just help people. So mental health, my family is stricken with it. So I really, see that you can do better once you actually accept what is going on with you and seek to help and do the work. And so I just want to help as many people as I possibly can. And with me helping therapists, I feel like that's just me helping more people because the therapists are going to help more people. So it's me just helping more people.
I love that because that's why I mean, like with this, you're helping us to be better therapists so that because really, like what you're doing is helping us scale down our business so that we can be better therapists. Because, like, I've learned so much from you. Like, I mean, like, all therapists know we got to have good self care and all that kind of stuff. But do we do it? No, but you make sure we do it. You know, you help us to get our schedule down pat and things like that so that we can be better therapists so that we can provide better therapy for
Yeah.
others.
I don't want you burnt out. I don't want you giving up. I don't want you quitting. And it's so easy to give up. It's so easy to quit because you feel like you are just spinning your wheels. You're just going in a circle, and you are seeing people, but you don't see your money, And so with that being said, it's like, why am I doing this? I'm working harder for myself than I was working when I worked for somebody else, and I don't see the money. I don't have time off, and that's not realistic to actually be a productive business owner or to be sustainable or profitable. So my goal is to really teach therapists how to be business owners and literally walk in that light as I am an owner of a business, not just an entrepreneur. So that way you can, take time off and get paid and have passive income and all that other stuff, you know.
I
Mhm.
like that. I like it. I like it. Girl, you
Okay.
is cute.
I
You is
got hair issues right now. It's bothering me.
you is cute.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much. It's bothering me. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's what I was saying. For the most part, we just got to make sure that we have um, a way to literally understand that the bigger picture is to have time off. The bigger picture is to spend time with your family. The bigger picture is to have time for yourself. And it's not, as we heard earlier in the panel discussion I was doing earlier today, self care is not just going to get your hair and your nails done, but it's literally taking time out to really enjoy quiet time, a peace of mind. Just we were saying like the hair and the nails is maintenance that we need just to run the business. You don't want to be looking crazy and trying to say, I help you. Like, who won't help you then? So, that's the maintenance of running your business, but, we still got to understand how to have time for ourselves. And one of the things that we do as therapists is jump into the business. I'm gonna see clients this time, this time, and this time, and it's really not realistic because you never gave yourself no admin time. You never gave yourself a lunch time or a break time, and then next thing you know, you're tired and you're like, I can't do this.
Right. Oh yeah. So I appreciate you for all of that because I was that person. It's like going from 8 to 8,
Yeah,
and I mean I'm doing that today, but I mean I started at 10:30. But this is fun. This is not even work. This is the part I like, and
right.
I'm educating people and it's fun. And I get to talk to my friends,
Yeah.
so that's cool. So
Mhm.
let's jump into this VCC, girl. What is this? What is this VCC stuff?
Well, the VCC is a system that I created that actually helps business owner become more visible in their business, in the community, whether it be physically in the community or on the internet streets. The first C is for confidence. I truly believe like once you up your confidence level in your business, yourself, is going to improve your business. Period. It's going to improve how you introduce yourself, how you make relationships, and how people are seeing you as a leader. And then the last C is for the competence. A lot of us need to really understand how to run a business. And we don't get that information from people in school or from a lot of our family members, because a lot of us starting businesses are the first ones to start businesses in our family. So understanding really how to be competent in running a business is not really there either. I was really having a hard time trying to get the competence from somebody else when I was trying to start off my business back in 2010. It was like really I couldn't get people to help me that was in the field, that was my peers. And I was like, why is this so hard? Why are they nickel and diming me? I got to pay for every piece of information. You give me a little, they say, okay, I'm going to give me another $200. I give you a little bit more. I'm like, why is it like that? Even too many people in the world to help. Why is it like this? And it really will mess with your confidence as you run out there, and then you turn around like, well, I'm just not gonna say nothing to anybody, and now I'm not being visible. So I really want people to understand that in business that you have to have a system that is really going to help you get um, get visible, become more confident, and be competent in what you're doing daily in your actions of your business.
And that is so powerful because like my dad was a business owner
Mm-hmm.
and I saw, I mean, as
We okay?
Lord, that
It's
sound
okay.
bad.
Hey, come on, get some water. You got some water?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, take a sip. It's okay,
But
girl.
but for him, as far as I know,
I gotta
in
help
my
this.
little swig of the tree, you know, he was the only person. I mean, I had other like uncles and cousins that had businesses, you know, but for us, he was like my direct link to it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I could see how giving my dad was. And like, you know, I mean, he made a lot of money at times, but then there was a lot of times where he was just like, I'll do it. You know, my mom was like, you can't be just doing this for everybody, you know, because we got to eat too, you know. And then I saw how hard he worked. And
Mm-hmm.
so I could see the same thing happening for myself. And then now my daughter is also you know, venturing out into her own business, right? And so, you know, we get better the more we know, the better we do, right? But
Right.
you know, it's so much like what you said, like just having that confidence. And so something that you taught us in our coaching group is, you know, because I was that nickel and diamond person, you know, so it's like, okay, for counselors, for y'all that don't know, like we can't, you know, in agency places, we're taught we can have these, um, what do they call it, sliding scale fees, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So it's
Mm-hmm.
like you go by people's income. And
Mm-hmm.
so I see Michelle is on, right? So Michelle is a business owner, and Michelle has her business where she bakes, and she has, you know, bakery, right?
Okay.
So when we talk sometimes it's kind of like, is this too much, is this a right price? And so I adopted these principles that you taught me. And it's like, okay, if you want to sell, and I'm in Michelle, I'm just using it as an example, I'm not really giving anybody, this is an example, it is not anything specific that Michelle has said, disclaimer, okay? And it's just like for me, for my fee, if Michelle says, "Can I sell this slice of pound cake for $10?" And I'm like, "Girl, if this magic pound cake is $10 and you believe it's $10, sell it for $10." Right? Because that's your worth. And that's what Glendora had to teach me, because I'm like, no, I feel like that might be too much. And these people can't afford $10 pound cake. You know, these people can't
Mm-hmm.
afford $100 services from me. So I'm going to just give it to them for $25 because I think that's what they can do. She was like, them ain't your clients.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, those ain't your customers, because that's not your worth.
Mm-hmm.
You have to, your time is important. Your time is your worth. Your time is valuable. And so you have to be confident in that. So if you feel like it's, that's what you worth, if you feel like your cake is $10 worth, then sell it for $10. So Maya, I know you listening. If you got a big old cookie and you feel like that cookie is worth $10, sell that cookie for $10. Somebody gonna buy it because it's good.
Yep.
That's it.
And the thing about that whole concept is the mindset, and the mindset stems from, like you said, we came from agencies. The agency said, hey, do this life fee scale, and because this is what we do at this agency, and then we also take these insurances, and then we do our self-pay like this, and so you following the protocol of the agency. Then we really stand out on our own, we really don't have no backbone to say, okay, well, how did we do this on your own? And then the problems that I was having is that when I will run to somebody else and I say, well, you know, you're doing it on your own and you're not the agency, what are you doing? It was like, oh, well, I'll call you back. Or, you know, and so I was running into so much, you know, hateration that it really, like, you're not uplifting and you're not empowering me, you're not helping me, I'm not stealing from you. I'm not, it's too many people in the world. We both can serve. So when I started to see, like, people really don't want to share information on, and I don't understand because I don't have nothing to take from you. So I used to always pray, like, God, if you ever get me to the position where I can literally turn around and show them and teach somebody, I show them and tell them everything. I give them everything I know. And honestly, that's what I really just try and do with you guys, is make sure that you don't have no questions that you don't have an answer to. And if you do have one, that you don't have an answer to, I want to go and do some research to see if I can help come up with an answer for that. Because it don't make no sense for me not to teach you or tell you anything that I know so you can do exactly what I do or do it better. You can do it better. I want you to walk your walk that you're supposed to walk, because what you got, I can't touch, and I can't take from you, and you can't take from me. So as I share my information, I just want you to use it, and then let me know where you get stuck at, so I can help you turn around. It's a mindset of not having nobody there that really want to pour into you, really want to give to you the information in the first place. So it makes you second guess yourself. It makes you doubt yourself. Oh, I should only just charge $10, because you know why? Everybody around me, I only see them with $10. And you know what? Every time I talk to somebody, well, she only spent $10. So you know what? I'm just gonna leave mine at $10 too. And the reality is, it's time. You don't outgrew them people already from sitting around them every day, from being talking to them all the time, because you already have created something. Your value is already past the $10. They just don't know it because they don't use. You can't see it because you're around that same environment every day and day in. You listen to the same people day in and day out. But when you get around other people, other people that is doing more than you, then you start to understand, you know what, I can do just as much as you doing. I can say just as much as you saying. I can charge just as much as you charging. You know what? My whole mindset has changed because I ain't around the same people no more. I ain't talking to the same people no more. I ain't scrolling and looking at the same stuff no more. Baby girl, I caught it. I ain't looking at the stuff. I ain't scrolling and looking at the same stuff no more, because now I can understand my mindset has changed. The reality, Wanda, we were born into abundance, but the language that we were born into, they didn't speak it. And that's why as adults become older, and we start to see and understand that the environment that we grew up in and that we're so comfortable in don't really make us as comfortable no more, because it don't fit the pocket. Our pockets don't fit that environment. We want our pockets to fit better environments. So in order for that to happen, I got to be around better speaking people in better environments. And that's when your abundance and your mindset starts to change. You start to accept that is my birthright. That is. I was on one conference. I was a part of one conference, and the girl said, I'm too anointed to be anonymous. And I love that so much, because it made sense to my whole system of the VCC system. Be visible, be confident. You too anointed to not be seen. You too anointed to not be confident. God is in you. So why are you not confident? You were made wonderfully, with every freckle with a gap between my two. Beautifully. Beautiful. This is what cocoa butter really look like, baby. It is. So listen, you got to be confident, because ain't nobody running around here that's perfect. Everybody gonna pick something wrong with them. I could find something wrong with myself, but I'm gonna tell you, I ain't gonna stay on it, because I know it's still where it's supposed to be. I still in my right mind, so I'm all right. It'll be okay. If I don't like, I'm a breast cancer survivor. So I'm gonna tell you that, I don't like looking at standing in front of the mirror naked, that we're looking at my breasts. I don't. But at the same time, what do? I fix it. I put some damn clothes on and get the hell out the mirror. It's okay, because I'm still all right. I'm still in my right mind. He still love me. It's going on 21, 22 years. He ain't got no problem looking at me. So I got to get over it. Put a shirt on and keep it moving, because it's more than that to life. I still got enough in my right mind to get up and serve somebody else today. So, it just got to be mindful that, our work is what we really should be focusing on, not, what, people already got going on, or how we look at, how we allow people to make us shrink, because that's what happens. And a lot of it's connected to how we were raised and who we keep ourselves circled around.
Yes. I love it. You just, man, you just brought a whole life to this. You was just preaching like
Serious.
a whole word right
Well,
there.
we got to stay visible. It's not enough of us out here that are qualified to serve in the mental health field. And then, as far as being in business alone, a lot of us are out here and we are very creative. We have created so many things, and people will buy anything. People will buy the $10 cookie. People will buy anything. A lot of people buy things from people based on who that person is, how your customer service was, how you served me when you brought me your stuff, how you introduced yourself. That's why I bought it. That's why I show up. I support a lot of people. I go to all kind of vendor events. If I ever go to an event and they got vendors, I make sure I go over and I introduce myself because I understand the hustle of being a vendor. I understand what it takes to stand up here, to get your stuff together, to be out here, to smile at everybody and nobody buy from you. Nobody stop at your table. I understand what it takes to still stand there. So I make sure I go and I speak to everybody and I try and support as many as I possibly can. I really do, financially. And the reason I do that because I've been on the other side of the table. I've been a vendor, but it takes that. It takes you to be there, to show up as a vendor, to be visible. To be visible in the community, to let people know that, hey, I am here. I have something to give. You never know. One thing that I actually say every day is, please, God, don't let me miss no opportunity. And I look for what miracle you're going to present me with today. And the reason I say that, because you never know by you showing up what opportunity you might be in the midst of, that your spirituality got you there. That what you've been praying for got you there, even though, and I'm going to tell you, they come when you don't feel like going. They come when you don't feel like putting on them damn paparazzi earrings. They come when you don't feel like putting on that damn makeup. It comes then when you do it and you show up anyway. That's when that miracle, that's when that opportunity comes. And it comes because it was meant for you to come in the midst of the time when you are tired. Because you have to continue to move even when you are tired. I'm telling you, it's a lot for you. It's a lot to be in the mindset of literally a business owner. It's a lot because you're gonna go pass by the mindset of, I'm a hustler. I'm just gonna do this right now. See, when you decide to say, I'm going to be a business owner, you have already decided, I am going to commit. It's almost like when you say, I'm going to say yes to marriage. Because at that point, you stand not yes to the person that's standing in front of you. You're saying yes to your higher power. You're talking to the higher power saying, I'm going to commit to you what I'm going to do with the rest of my life. You see, and this person that's standing before me is the example of how I'm going to demonstrate active faith that I believe in you. Right? And so when you say, I'm going to do that with a business, you're saying that at the same time, I'm going to commit to my Lord. This is what I had in my heart. This birth that I'm going to, this business that I'm about to birth is what I had in my heart. So I know if I do my work, if I show up, he got to show out for me. That's how I get down, y'all. If you ain't paid attention, that's why I show up. Because if I believe, if I show up, then God is going to show out for me. If I show up, then I'm doing what I promised him that I do, that I help anybody who said they want help, that they are willing, they're coachable, they're willing to receive my help. I'm gonna show up so I can be present. So he can say, my God can say, job well done. That's what I'm doing.
And we appreciate you. And Marquita is on right now too. And y'all, she is another person that's in our coaching group. And she was actually in the same challenge that I was in, that we met Glendora. And you know, and like what Glendora is talking about, that being visible, being confident, and being competent, when you have all those three things together, people see it. People see who you are, because that visible piece, right? Because she make us be visible. She make us be visible. She like, sign up for these people podcast, sign up for this thing, and you just have to do the work, right? And so then this other piece that she's talking about, if this is what God has for you, because I saw that Michelle put that, what God has for me is for me. And what Glendora is saying is when God put that, God told you to do this, God had that for you, it's meant for you. Can't nobody take that from you. So
Mhm.
when he got that for you, he gonna open the doors. So when he said go and you obey that, he gonna send the people. So because it's enough people out here for everybody. You're doing something a little bit different from the other person. So when we're out there, we can all do the same speaking engagement. Like we're all, Marquita has been on the same speaking engagement that I've been on. She might get somebody from the speaking engagement. I might not get those same people, but I might get somebody from another one. And she don't. You know what I'm saying? That something that she says at this thing might touch somebody, and something that I say might touch somebody else. But we're both being visible. We're out there. We get the same, we get connections. And so that's what's important, making yourself visible. Because if nobody knows you out there, you gotta be gleaning in the field.
Right.
If they don't know you out there, they can't contact you. you
Right.
know but you have to be confident and competent in what you do, so that's why you can say like, this can be my price. And when you are, I'm very confident in the work that I do, and I make sure that I'm competent, so I go to trainings. Like Glendora was listening to some training right when I was like, girl, you was always on the training. But that's how we have to be competent in what we do. If you are because some of y'all are baking, if you're not watching Food Network channel or whatever, you're not gonna be competent. You're not gonna know what the new gadget is out there, the new way to mix something. If you're a car person, you're not gonna know how to fix, the new way to do the oil changes or something. You have to be competent no matter what that looks like for you. So if you don't stay up on the I mean, because Glendora be like, y'all, this the new thing out. I'm like, dang, how she
It's the
know
thing about that, Juana, is that as far as us being in business, it can feel so long. And by us
this?
being in mental health, and we're in, as target therapists, but my system, anybody in business can use my system to get themselves out there. But I really just focus on therapists because I really have a passion for what we do. And I know like a lot of us don't have the business background, but if we have the actual once we go into business, a lot of us jumped into business, but once you get into business and you run into my own practice, what actually happened is you start talking to people. You start being by yourself. You start feeling intimidated to tell somebody in your field what you're doing in your practice because you don't want them to judge you. You don't want them to say, why are you doing that? Why are you doing it that way? Because that's how we do. That's how we do. We don't really turn around and be very supportive. So we try and reach out to some of these groups and we might ask some questions here or there or whatever, but we really still are not really being transparent because we don't really want to be judged. And so therefore we start to lose competence in the business because we're not actually talking to nobody. We don't have no mentor. We don't have no we don't got past the supervision stage, so we don't need no supervisor for our licensure. So we ain't claiming no supervisor at this stage. We don't want no coach. Oh, they cost too much. I don't want to do no coach. So I'm by myself, and it's quiet, it's lonely, and the competence in business is decreasing because again, I don't know who to research. I don't know who to connect with. I don't make intentional connections when I do connect with people. And that is why it's so important to understand how to ooze competence in your business. I want you to really have competence in the order of your how you do business. Like they say, Walmart is open for a certain time. I want you to understand how your business is open for certain times and how you interact and move when your business is not open. I want the people who call your business to understand this is a real business. You don't get down like this. Or this business is just not open on Fridays. They know that. I'm gonna wait on to Monday to get a call back from her because that's how that business run. It even say that when you Google it. And I want people to respect your business. like a real business, like they respect Walmart, for, if they wear bonnets and all that other stuff up in Walmart. But guess what? Walmart dress code allows you to do that. That's okay. But what they ain't gonna do is go into Walmart when Walmart says we're closed. They not. Okay? What they not gonna do is go and shop in the produce section in Walmart and pick up some toys. They not. They gonna have the toys over in the toy section. They gonna have the produce in the produce section. Walmart's gonna stick to their policies and procedures. I want you to have policies and procedures because you have a real business. If we ain't play pimp. We
Hey,
ain't. We ain't.
I just love you, girl. I love you so much because you bring that real, and that's why like everybody need a coach like you. Like you need to do other kind of coaching, not just a therapist. You need to do life coaching, but get people life together.
True.
Because that's some
Well, I
real
got to do
stuff.
that with the counselor.
Well, yeah, true. That's true. So, well, tell me a little bit about because I know we gotta go soon because you got other things to do because we gotta respect your time. But
Thank you.
what tell me real quick a little bit about your counseling services that you do provide for people.
Okay, I specialize in depression, anxiety, and trauma. And I love to use CBT, cognitive behavior therapy, and EMDR. And so those are my two go-to techniques that I use when I counsel people. I've been doing it, like I said, since 2008. I've been in private practice since 2010. I pretty much I take insurances. I do self-pay as well, but I do take insurances. I don't have a problem with my love insurances; they pay on time, so I really have no problem with that. But I try and teach therapists how to understand if you're going to have a hybrid company or if you're going to have a self-pay company. If you're going to have a group coaching practice, I just want you to understand. I mean, a group counseling agency. I just want you to understand how to stay in charge as a leader in your practice, whether it's group or whether it's a hybrid, and understand, too, the basis of how to get passive income. One of the things that I really harp on to the women that I coach and is that, and I coach men too if they come on through. They like to come through the challenge and then they say, oh, but it's okay. It's okay if you come on. But what I really try and educate you on is to understand that you pretty much you work for the insurance companies when you're in private practice. The only time that you're really in private practice is when you are self-pay only, and that's when you're truly working for yourself. But it still can work for you by accepting insurance claims. You still can have a successful, sustainable practice with insurance claims, just like you can with self-pay. It's just the way that you set your business up. You have to be strategic in what you're doing. You have to use systems in what you're doing in order to have a life and not feel like you sold yourself to the business.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
So, do you have? I ain't asked you five, but do you have any books, anything that people can buy or anything?
Sure. You can. I have
Feminine.
therapeutic books that you can actually get right now. Just go on my website, dsgeorgia.com, dsgeorgia.com, and you can look under resources. If you're a provider, if you're a mental health provider, just look under the tab provider. But if you are a potential client, you might be in need of services, then just go ahead and look under resources. So dsgeorgia.com is my website, and come on over and take a tour. I'd love to have you.
Yes. And also, I'm going to post so tomorrow because she has us in a lot of speaking engagements. So, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. So, earlier, her and one of, like I told you, Marquita's on, they were in a panel discussion earlier today. Y'all were talking about what were y'all talking about? The
OCD.
OCD. Was it the skin picking?
Yeah, we did obsessive compulsive disorder, and we looked at some related disorders connected with obsessive compulsive disorders. And so we looked at skin picking, and we also looked at body dysmorphia. So we just highlighted those, what it is. And I think the best thing about that panel is the reality of the coping skills that we gave out and the resources that you can use. So if anybody get a chance, please just go ahead and watch that video and take a pen and a piece of paper and write some of those coping skills so you can know how to support somebody who is suffering from OCD. The other thing that we did is talked about the treatment for OCD, and one of the best treatments is CBT. But a form of CBT that they use for OCD is ERP, and I posted the link for that, a training for therapists if they're interested in learning how to become certified in that towards to use along with the CBT if they're servicing anybody with OCD. So
Okay.
yeah,
And
check it out.
I will share that to the page as well.
Okay.
And tomorrow I'm gonna post, so if y'all, I'm gonna post these in the comments to her website, dsgeorgia.com. Also, I'm gonna post this up tomorrow. Glendora and myself, along with several other people from our group, we're gonna be talking about the fears and frustration of PTSD.
Yeah.
So,
Make sure you
um,
register.
let me
You gotta
see.
register for that one. So make sure you guys register. It's free. And we're gonna give a special highlight to veterans, and that's where Juana's gonna really, shine. Yes, she is. Yes, and so yes, please, you guys. There's the link. Register for that. It's free. And again, Juana's gonna be on there. She's on the panel of mental health therapists that's gonna be on there. And basically, we're just gonna try to highlight, fears and frustration connected with post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yes. So please register for those because you may have some post traumatic stress and not know it. And living with people or just know people that have it. And so it can be frustrating. So register for some of those. I will also post it up in the, it's everywhere. So um again, I don't want to hold Glendora up because I know she got things, she got life, y'all. She got life. And she got a teenager. Um so anyway, I appreciate you. Before you go, can you tell us and just share with us one thing that you like to do to be intentional every day?
Okay. Yes. Tell me, tell you how I stay lit. One thing that I like to do to stay intentional every day is literally pray out loud. I do. I like to say, I told you earlier, I always ask God every day intentionally. I look to wonder what miracle you have before me today. I said out loud, I'm serious about it. I'm looking for a miracle every day. I also say intentionally every day, I talk to God and I ask Him not to allow me to miss one opportunity. Do not let me miss no opportunities that He put before me this day. So I do that every day, daily, on purpose, and I'm seriously, intentionally looking and searching for some positive because I know it's gonna be positive coming from my Lord every day.
Amen. I love that. So, any final words?
My
Because you be
final
telling me
one.
to say your motto, so you better say it before you leave.
Look at why get on y'all. So I would love for you guys to remember that we only have one life, one. So I want you to live. Don't just exist. Keep it moving.
All right. Thank you again so much, Glendora, for stopping by. You can always welcome to come back. And thank you for everything that you do for me, for our group, and for all the people that you touch.
Thank
So,
you.
all right, be blessed. And y'all, remember, live intentionally today. I had to just end with my stuff too, for she fussed at me, y'all. Bye, y'all. See y'all next week.